The socket design can have a significant impact on the cost of the claim, but also there's more recent developments, including the OsseDirect socket system, that can reduce clinical time and travel costs for the client. Volume adjustable sockets are becoming very widely used, but they can increase the weight of the socket, the complexity, the longevity, and also the cost. 3D printed sockets, I believe, are the next step in the development of prosthetic socket design. High quality finish and less waste and pollution, which is really important these days, is combined with an increased production costs.
Taking a step back, so looking at lifelong prosthetic costs, I find that an amputation case is not like, for example, running a very significant brain injury case, because with a significant brain injury case, often the most contentious element is future care needs, and that will be whether there's a one-to-one support, two-to-one support, it may be 24/7 support. But with an amputation case, needs fluctuate over time, so they don't remain static. Those needs might increase, but similarly, the needs may deteriorate or decrease, particularly with prosthetic costs. I'm sure many of you listening will be aware that osseointegration is the insertion of a titanium rod into the femur, and users report often that it gives a more stable experience for prosthetic use. But how do we plead osseointegration in a schedule of loss in an amputation case? How do we compare that with what lifelong prosthetic costs will be? Well, the advantage of osseointegration, aside from the more stable prosthetic and that quality of life, the other advantage is that it doesn't need a conventional socket. And Peter described socket costs being between 4,000 and up to 12,000 and beyond. So the socket costs are saved with osseointegration. So does that mean that osseointegration, if pleaded in a schedule of loss, is going to result in a lower head of loss than if conventional prosthetics, including sockets, were included?